To see how he goes about this. He maybe wouldn't have expected to get this far. Who knows? Maybe he did expect to get this far, but now he's here. He looks to me like he's going to produce a performance here because he doesn't look tight, he doesn't look tense.
And you can see he's got the slight height and reach advantage, trying to get behind his boxing early on from that southpaw stance. Is Ruzmetov, who's the number 2 seed coming into this. Gishlági took out the number 1 seed, as I said, in the quarter-final. That was a fantastic result for him. One of the surprise packages, but just picked off there by a left hand to the chest from Ruzmetov. Spins him off once again. And Ruzmetov He's got off to quite a sharp start here. He's got behind his boxing. I think most importantly, he's got the distance quite early on, Ruzmetov.
He landed a nice lead left hook early on, Gishlági. He's gone for it 2 or 3 more times since then, and I think Ruzmetov has got wise to it.
That might be key there from Gishlági's shot. When he does manage to close the distance, he's got to let his hands go, and there was a really sharp 1-2 again. He missed with the first couple of punches, but got through with the right hand, and he has to bank on that, play the percentages. Getting close is the first part of the game for Gishlági. Second part is once you're there, let your hands go, and I think he's doing exactly as ordered.
Got to keep that head moving on the way in, hasn't he? Just showing us some head movement there. What you often find with fighters is that they move that head when they're out of range and then stop moving it when they move into range. It's a strange thing sometimes, but he gets up close there, maybe a bit too close. And good feet there from Ruzmetov.
Gishlági looks like he's got the power to give himself a chance when he does get close. He's quite explosive. A few times from that angle with the camera behind, you've seen the head of Ruzmetov definitely moving backwards a couple of times. Well, it was a really good first minute from Ruzmetov. Gishlági's made things a little more uncomfortable. He's managing to get close. He's having to work hard to do it, but he's giving himself a chance.
It's a nice right hand off the back foot there from Ruzmetov, just as he was moving away to his right as well.
Backed into a corner there, Ruzmetov, and that's probably exactly where he doesn't want to be. Oh, lovely. That was quality, wasn't it? Although he was in a corner, he managed to box off the back foot, clipped Gishlági with a couple of right hooks as well, scoring punches again. And again, it just under. When it does get up close, then that is where Gishlági's got to really work. Nice short right hand to the body from him.
You just see Ruzmetov just always with that lead right hand just held out. That's the measuring stick for him. He doesn't ever want to let Gishlági inside that.
Closing the gap. That's a huge left hand there from Gishlági. Oh, he's getting close. That was a huge shot from him.
Absolutely, really climbed into that one. Got inside that lead hand as I was describing, set his feet and really let that go. He's got some power, like you said, that explosivity, that core rotation. He can whack a bit with those hooks coming in from either side. It doesn't seem to really matter which hand. I think his left is probably stronger. I wonder whether he's a left-handed orthodox fighter, actually, the way he looks for that left hand as often as he does.
A couple of body shots there. Some power punches being thrown in. He's letting it all hang out here, Gishlági. I'll tell you what, Ruzmetov did well to take that big shot as well as he did. Just a little feint there too from Gishlági, so you know there was a feeling throughout the second round that plenty of effort, maybe not quite as much kind of thought or technique, but actually just a little feint there. You see almost pretending to throw shots and not quite. He's put a lot into this, but he's getting a little bit of rewards, Gishlagi, and again, picked off a couple of times though, Andy, on the way in. Exciting.
It's a good fight into this second round, really is. His confidence has picked up here, hasn't it, Gishlagi? You can tell that because, as you say, he's just moving his head a little bit more on the way in. He's thrown the odd feint, just trying to open Ruzmetov up. He is getting picked off on the way in at times, but he's landed some decent punches himself. That pressure's just been a bit more educated, hasn't it?
Yes. The feints almost showing to throw punches and not quite committing to them. Then when he does, he's exploding into the shots and he's letting his hands go. He's rattling them off in twos and threes. It's not always pretty, but plenty effective, Gishlagi, in this round. He's put an awful lot into it. He's been picked off a couple of times, noticeably, but I think on balance, and particularly those short body shots when they're in close, here we go then, 3 more minutes to determine the gold medal winner in this light heavyweight division. First time actually the referee there, and through the first 20 seconds had to call break. They were kind of working it out themselves, which is good. There you see Ruzmetov leading off with the left hand first before the attack comes. Nice body shot from him too.
You get the feeling with Ruzmetov, he either needs to be all the way out or all the way in. On the outside, he can try and maintain that distance and use that superior height and reach. A little bit of smear of blood on the left eyebrow there, I think, of Gishlagi. So either he wants to be there or he wants to be right up close and just wrapping him up.
And he did a good job of both there. Just a smear on the left-hand side of the left eye. I think that looks fine for now. Just a slight nick. Nice shot, 1-2 there off the break from Ruzmetov too. Oh, and a body shot swiped in from the left side from Ruzmetov. He just quelled the attack here of Gishlagi. I think that's more, Andy, because he's getting off first. He's kind of stopping the attack even before it begins, and that's it. Do you meet him as he's coming in, then move? There's the danger if you do that you miss, and you're there to be countered. Here he's choosing to get off first, then move. Get off first, then move, and he's making it look more straightforward in doing so.
Couple of good body shots there from Ruzmetov, but that left hand comes back and you just saw the head judder back of the Uzbek fighter. It's rough, tough stuff, this. It has been all the way through, but particularly this third round, as you say, every now and again Ruzmetov just throws that single shot and either moves or moves straight in and looks to tie him up.
Yeah, it's punch, then hold, punch, then hold, which worked for a pretty good heavyweight a few years ago, but I suppose as they tire and as they come close together, it's exactly the right thing to do from Ruzmetov. And he's putting it all together here, one way or another. He's got the right sort of balance with his tactics and just nullifying Gishlagi, who's, you know, I think it's more the tactics of Ruzmetov rather than Gishlagi running out of steam in this third round.
I totally agree. He's brought the heat again here, Gishlagi, exactly the same as he did in round one, exactly the same as he did in round two. It's just that in this third round, Ruzmetov has had a little bit of a think about it and come up with a method of trying to nullify it. We're right at the very end of the fight here. The doctor still has to be called into action if necessary, but the bell is upon us.
Yes, any second now, and just a couple of scars. Oh, that's a lovely short left hand there from Ruzmetov as well. who's been pretty good under the intense pressure that he faced in the second round, the fight seemingly in the balance. This has been the response of a champion from Ruzmetov. And just a strange moment approaching the end where Kishlagi was spun round, both froze temporarily.
The winner by split decision in the blue corner representing Uzbekistan.
Well, it was close. Yes, it was close, and I think that's probably right with the effort that